I just want to know why come nobody has talked about the Marilyn Monroe movie called Blonde. If you look at the beginning of that movie and see just a little girl, not even thinking about it being Marilyn Monroe, but just a little girl whose mother is an alcoholic. They're poor, hardly no food to eat, nothing like that. But the mom is so obsessed with the dad, she doesn't even love her own child because the dad doesn't want her. And she tries to attempt to kill this little girl. Like, can you imagine your own mother trying to kill you? You don't know who your father is. And she keeps telling you that your father is some rich Hollywood star and they can't know about us because of his job and that he's some important person. So she's idolizing this man that has no care about you, that doesn't exist, that doesn't even care about her. And she's trying to kill you because she had you. She feel like if she didn't have you, she would still be able to get the little piece of man that he was to her. So then to go on from that, you think, well, the only way I can make my mother well, because they took her away, because she tried to kill her into a insane asylum, then is to go into Hollywood and try to find your father. Like, nobody never, broke that down, that this girl went through beatings, abuse, being almost murdered. Oh, yeah. Then she runs to her neighbors. I'm sorry. And the neighbor has no children, but she has a good job. She's not an alcoholic, but she has, I guess, a husband or a boyfriend. The boyfriend looking at the girl funny anyway because she was naked. She tried to, kill her in the bathtub. Okay. The boyfriend don't want you to have no child. So then you lie to this girl who already is going through enough. You couldn't be grown enough to say, listen, I don't have no children. I don't know what to do. I want to help you, but I just can't right now. It's because of my finances. Do you have an aunt or somebody that I could call or whatever before I have to do what I have to do? No, instead, she lies and says, she lies and says she's going to see her mom, to visit her mom, because her mom isn't well. She can't come home yet, but we're going to take you to see her. But instead of taking her to actually see her mom, who she hasn't seen, who she last seen trying to kill her, it's a freaking foster home. It drops her off and says, I'm sorry. I can't do this. She's like, please, I'm not an orphan. I'm not an orphan. I mean, this is a little girl. I mean, that movie, from start to finish, I was crying. I did not know that Marilyn Monroe, the way you look at her, she's so pretty. I don't know. I don't know if every girl, but a lot of girls, we all kind of idolize Marilyn Monroe. Because, she has that, hi, daddy, that sweet, innocent, but sexy, just got out of bed voice, and she got that pretty blonde hair, the blue eyes, the red lipstick, and just always smiling. She always looked happy. She was filthy rich. So to think of that was her life, really? She had mental issues. She been abused. And then when she gets to Hollywood, she thinking she's gonna find her father that she always wanted to meet, and then her mom is going to be happy. She won't be beating her no more because she'll have her dad, and she's going to be the best actress she can be, so she can be up and be who her father was. Instead, she goes to the audition, and she's trying to read the part, and the man just bent her over and starts raping her. Now she's leaving. She don't know what to do. It's she was just pushed into that, and she was so used to abuse. Lord, they didn't tell us what she went through in the foster home, but we already know when you go to foster homes, they mainly rape, and a lot of shit goes on in the foster home. So it was possible she was accustomed to it. Me, I would speak only on me. I can only speak on the things I've been through. But being through abuse or sexual abuse, it's not like you can take abuse, but it paralyzes you, because it makes you feel like I'm about to cry, because it makes you feel like you're back as that little girl who's getting abused. So a normal person who never got abused, they would be like, no, stop, what are you doing to me? But somebody who is accustomed to abuse, they kind of let things go because it's like a mechanism. So like I see like the look on her face as she was leaving, she felt dirty, she felt bad. But it's like she got to that point where it's like I think anybody that's been through any type of sexual abuse is like you start becoming it. Like you'll start doing it. Like you might even go look for sex because it's like you're trying to change the verdict or try to change like them taking something from you. You like, well, this is my body, I'm free, and nobody's not gonna take it from me. And I think she just got into like the character of Marilyn Monroe. She was this sexy person that everybody wanted to be, like wanted to have and to be and wanted to sleep with, and they was taking it from her. She was getting the better parts doing it. It just became, it is what it is. And like, you know, of course, normal people like me, other people, we're just regular hoes. I mean, she was a hoe too, but it's like, I'm not saying I'm a hoe, but I'm saying like you just, we don't get paid no 10, 15, $30,000 though. That's what she was doing to do it. I'm just saying. But I'm saying there are plenty of Marilyn Monroes though. There are plenty of Marilyn Monroes in the world. And it's just like her story was being able to be told, I guess, for other people to see. Like the Dorothy Dandridge. That's why I say like, this is why people say, oh, why can you say a hoe so easily? I say because men call us that anyway. Like, men call us bitches, they call us hoes, they call us sluts anyway. Like, you don't have to be any of that. Because they feel like, a lot of men just feel like, if they want to sleep with you, they can take it from you. Like, if you had something taken from you, then you understand what I'm saying. Because it's like it wasn't theirs to take, but to them, it's like it was. They wanted it, they took it, they got it. And you can never get that piece of you back. It's a piece that's gone and lost forever. But Marilyn Monroe was at least able to monetize on that, build a legacy on it. She never had any children. The most thing that she wanted. That's why I say, like, I didn't want children growing up because I always felt like this is such an evil world, and the only way I would want to have a child is like if I had like the best life I could give them, like the most money and the best relationship. I had like a happy relationship like my mom and dad had. Then yeah, but that didn't happen that way. I became pregnant, at 21. So it's like, but like when I was scared, like when I was pregnant, like or whatever. But after I had my baby and going through the pregnancy, it was like the best thing that ever happened to me. Like, it's nothing better that I love my son. Like, it's nothing better that I could have. Like, he's the greatest gift that I could ever have in my life. And so when I see how Marilyn Monroe wanted to have that, and then that choice got taken away from her, like, oh my God, it was just bad. It was just bad. Like, she made a decision she wanted to stop, but they wouldn't stop. And and then it's like, after that, she had fell on her stomach, and she had a miscarriage. She just had a lot of stuff going. It's just like, damn, there was nobody in that woman's corner. Like, nobody. It's like I'm saying, like, it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you don't have love, if you don't have someone there that can tell you the truth and not just want what you have, like, it's like, I'm sorry to cry about this white lady that been dead so long, but it's like she didn't have nobody that really loved her. Like, I looked at her life, and I think that's why God allowed her to have so much, because the woman didn't have not one real friend. Like, not one. Not one. I think Dorothy Dandridge was the only real friend she really had. It's sad because nobody could tell her, like, you're beautiful and you could be, what was her name? I don't remember. I would have it more together, but someone need to speak on it. Like, she didn't have nobody tell her that she was beautiful and she could be whoever she wanted to be now that she has the platform that she has. She just felt like a man had to like help her get out of that. But she got to the point where she could be fully independent after she left that, what was the first husband, the one that was abusing her. She had her own house. No woman back in that day other than Dorothy Dandridge and Marilyn Monroe, really had, and what is the other one? Um, Josephine Baker, like those type of people. They were the only women back then that had their own. Nia Simone, because they had a voice, they had a presence, they had real talent. So it's like, I don't know. It's like she didn't have nobody that got her. They all just wanted to make money on her and take what she had or have sex with her. That was her life, and she actually died that way. That's really sad. With all that money, she died without love, without finding out who her father was, and without any children. And that's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. And yet, it's like, even though she died alone, feeling alone, not working out her mental illnesses, not fixing the relationship with her mother. I'm sorry that I keep crying about Marilyn Monroe, y'all. This is crazy. But it's because I really liked Marilyn Monroe. Like, I buy her stuff. So say, like, we see here idolize people and don't realize, like, we put all the idolizing people in. We be having it better than them. Like, no, I don't have a better life than Marilyn Monroe has, but I have more love. I didn't have it that bad. Like, yeah, I've been through my stuff. Bad things has happened to me, but I have some type of love. And we got to be thankful for what we have. We can't look at other people and compare our lives to them because you don't know what people are going through. And like, look at Marilyn Monroe, not the only or the best, but one of the most beautiful women that most women have done everything that in their power to look just like. Look what she went through. It's so sad. But yeah. Marilyn Monroe. She will always be Marilyn Monroe, the person that she never wanted to be. But that's who we will always remember her as. We didn't really get a chance to get to know the real her. She was more than Marilyn Monroe. She was smart. She could remember her lines. She really could act. She could do more than just her body, but that's all society wanted from her because of how society is set up. And it's still the same shit today. It's like, instead of Marilyn Monroe being the main one, we have J-Lo, we have Meg Thee Stallion, we have Cardi B, we have so many women out here just making it and trying to make it any kind of way. Nivea, Lauren London, Sierra, Christina Milian, all these women been taken advantage in some type of way or had to show their body, had to be naked, to make a dime. Even what's her name? Jhené Aiko. She got humiliated. Like, why do men, they do the stuff that they do, they say the things that they say, that they judge us, but yet they make a perfectly normal girl who's happy with themselves and wants to rise up above their problems, yet they want to, like, just use and abuse her and nut all over her and nut in her and, yeah, I'm going to say it, screw her and throw her away and then do the next one. But don't let you do their daughter like that. I won't let you know, any dog man out here, you out here cheating, you out here abusing women, having sex, molesting children. Yeah, I'm talking to you. If you have a daughter, I'm not wishing bad on nobody. It's going to happen to them. The same seeds that you planted, it's going to happen to your daughter, your mama, your sister. It's going to be a cycle. It's going to be a cycle because you're putting that energy out there. Like, and it's no good. Like, it's just no good. But, this is the devil's world. So a lot of you don't get caught. A lot of stuff don't come to the, to light. But just know that one day there's a judgment day. There is a God. And everybody will be judged.